I'm good, thank you. I'm not sure. Um, Thanks for popping along, CY. That's really great. And Hive-Hearted, hi, how you doing? Perhaps you can let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. I know there's a bit of a delay. Maybe, maybe not. Might have to alter something. I don't know. Might have to change something. Going through loud and clear. Thanks, CY. Derek, hey, how you doing? This is interesting, actually. I don't normally do this. I normally do it as a recording, but I thought, sod it, I'm going to do a live and invite whoever wants to come on. If you go to my to the What podcast post, community post on my channel, if you want to come on, go into Zoom, use the Zoom meeting number and then the passcode, and you can come on and talk with me and anyone else that may come on. The live might actually put people off, I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, how you all doing? You had a good weekend? I've had a really busy weekend. It's been really cocked up. Live is great. Cool. Yeah, it's different. I know I've got to try and get used to it. I've got a different setup now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I haven't got any alcohol. I've just got a cup of tea, so. It'd be nice if someone pops on. We can have a chat like we normally do. So what you've all been doing, I've been really busy. I had a few emergency jobs to do this weekend, which is a real pain. But, you know, that's what I do, plumbing and heating engineer. So there you go. Yeah, see why you said you was going to pop on. But, mate, yeah, you've got to work. We've all got to work. We've all got to do, but it's cool that you can listen at the same time. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, being a plumbing and heating engineer, this time of year when it's cold, you know, sometimes things pop up and, yeah, it's destroyed my weekend, but hey-ho, it is what it is. So, do you guys, have you watched this before? Have you watched the recordings? What do you reckon? Something different. Is a bit different. Trying to be different. Trying to get people to come on and talk about different things. Yeah, see why. It can be crazy, you know. I've tried to back off my work over the past year or two since my son left the business, but yeah, it's difficult. I've got a lovely customer base. I've known them for so many years. Watched their kids growing up. So yeah, it's difficult to say no to people, but that's a good thing. We've got to earn that fiat and pay our taxes, unfortunately, but we've got to. Unless we go and live somewhere else, and I haven't got enough money to go and do that, so you have to do your thing. But yeah, I'm a lucky boy. We've got a great customer base. Going to work is not a chore. It can be a bit of an inconvenience. Hi, first time here. Brilliant. Is that first time you've actually watched the What podcast, or first? Because this is our first live. Oh, I think we did one before. That was Bitcoin based. But on the virtual down the pub chat, I'm normally just twiddling my thumbs for the first half an hour. But I never know if anyone's going to pop in or not. I normally restrict it to members only. As I said, the live might put people off, but we'll see. See what happens. But thank you for coming along, Hive. I recognise that name, Hive-Hearted. Are you in the Stacker Social community? Or have I seen you in Cobra's auctions, maybe? I've seen the name. Yeah, see why. That's what I know the industry well. Used to be in property management. Yeah, man, looking after property all sounds really glamorous, and I'm sure it can be at certain times, but it's quite. It can be quite a chore as well. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What do you do for a living? Plumbing and heating engineer, Derek. So yeah, been doing it all my life, 42 years now, a long time. Hive-hearted, I am new to all this stack of social things, and so far seems a great bunch. Yes, mate. I've been around it for 3 years now, and yeah, it is good fun. I'm going to bring back my old channel on Wednesday, first Whiskey Wednesday, that I have done for 5 months. So yeah, looking forward to that. Managed to get in the studio today, set up a few little things, changed it around, getting really excited about that. Again, especially after being, getting over to Berlin. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, how long are you working for, mate? Are you working all night? You're on nights? Do you have to do night? I know you're over, not in the country. What were you, 3 or 4 hours in front of us? Maybe 3-ish? Looking forward to some CPN content. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into it, mate. For sure. Are you like 2 or 3 hours in front of us? See why? So, Hive-hearted, how are you finding things since you've been around Stacker Social and doing your thing? What's the tat say? See, but now you've asked me that before. 365. How you doing, dude? Thanks for popping on. You've asked me that before. I'm 2 hours ahead. See why? Yeah, I thought you would be. You would be. So you're on night, bud. Yeah, 365. Can't you remember? And it's back to front, but it says always and forever. And it's got a lot of meaning to me personally. A lot of meaning. Yeah, you did when you see why I was working till 1 p.m. Oh wow. Nights. I was called out the other night till 12 o'clock at night. A customer of mine, they somehow, I think they've got a massive dog, and I think he trod on the radiator pipe and it come away from the radiator and flooded the downstairs of the house. So I had to do all that. Yeah, you have 365. No, can't remember, mate. Anyway, it's always and forever, and basically it just means whatever I do is always and forever. And that's what I try, and I do try. Never get it right all the time. But yeah, I always try and apply myself with that mentality in whatever I do, and stay true to myself if I can. Although that's hard sometimes. Well, this is quite nice actually, because normally I'm just waiting for someone to pop on, and I've now got someone to talk to, so this is really cool. But I'm not sure if anyone will come on because it's live, so we'll see anyway. Evening, Hive-hearted, learning a lot about gold and silver. I don't appreciate the sense of humour is on my level, for example, so my name quickly 3 times. Hive-hearted. I got it. High-fived. Almost. I love it. Must have been a big dog to break the pipe. Yeah, I don't know what breed it is. It looks like a massive Staffordshire Bull Terrier would be. Enormous. It would take me down easy if it wanted to. They're lovely dogs, there's 2 of them. Dopey as anything, but maybe they get a bit excited, and I don't know. It's very difficult for a pipe to come away from a radiator valve. it would need pressure to be like downward pressure, and a lot of it. But yeah, done a lot of damage. But hey ho, good earner, very good earner. Must been a big dog to break a pipe. Yeah. Now if you explain the meaning, I remember, mate. Oh, that's cool. Pardon me. Lovely roast dinner. Had a beautiful. My wife cooked a really nice roast dinner for me today. Oh, 365. You're a diamond, dude. You really are. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm saving these up for when we get together one day. One day. Yeah. 365. Did you see I posted a couple of things? I've changed my getting ready for the very first Whiskey Wednesday. This coming Wednesday. Changed a few things in my studio. Been playing around out there. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into that. So yeah, that'd be good. Ollie, hello, dude. Thank you for coming on the W.O.T podcast. If anyone wants to come on, just jump into the W.O.T podcast, go into the community posts, and if you've got Zoom, you can actually come on and talk to me. You don't have to show yourself. I'm just an idiot. I do that. But if you do it. That's fine. But if not, I really appreciate passing the time with an old git on a Sunday evening. That's really cool. Until someone joins in, which would be cool. Yeah, 365. It's just setting it up. Oh, Ollie! No way! You're the fella from Curry's. Now, this setup that I'm using now, I'll tell you a little story. I can't believe it. That's really cool. You've really made my day. Ollie works at Curry's. And I went in there quite a while ago now. And sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat. And I've got to try and learn this. I've got an old brain. So anyway, I went in, Curry's. Wanted to sort out new computer system because I want to get all this OBS going and whatever. And this young man called, didn't know his name was Ollie, called Ollie, served me, and he done a great job, sorted me out a Stream Deck, sorted me out these 2 screens that I'm using now, my whole setup. So Ollie, hopefully this is coming across. Quite nicely. This is the product of what you sold me. So I was back in there the other day picking up a TV for my sister-in-law, and Ollie served her. And yeah, what a great guy. Real pleasure, very helpful. I wish you well, dude, in whatever you're going to do. But if you apply yourself the way you did apply yourself with me as a customer in your store, you'll succeed in life in whatever you're going to do. So that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Ollie, you're going to get asked all sorts of things, but they're a good bunch of people I hang around with. I won't have people that aren't a good bunch. So that's great. That's wow, what a lovely surprise. Oh, it's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. This setup just pleases me 100%. That's right, dude. It's just credit where credit. Every now and then in life you come across people that you think, oh my God, it's so cool to be, even in the younger generation, it doesn't matter how old you are, just to meet really genuine people that want to help you, and you can trust and rely on them. And Ollie was one of those people. So well done, dude. I wish you luck, whatever you're going to do in life, for sure. You hang around this lot, then you'll get to know about all sorts of stuff. It's wicked. Right, has anyone got any questions just to keep this brain going? I really hope someone pops in. I really do. McDonald, I hope you're doing well, mate. Yes, I'm doing really great. Really, really good. I loved that conversation I had with you the other day, buddy. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, that was a pretty special one. There's another guy, McDonald Bullion. Great, great person. Looking forward to maybe doing some one-on-ones with you at some point. I'd really look forward to that. Yeah, McDonald, jump in. Hey, come on board. It's free for anyone. It's not just members tonight. I've just opened it up to absolutely anybody, which can be a scary thing. But hey, we'll see what happens. Oh, and McDonald Bullion's at work as well. God, all these guys having to work Sundays. I thought I was bad. I worked this morning. So I had to finish off what I didn't finish yesterday. But yeah, and it mad. We're all working 7 days a week now. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, anyone would like to ask me anything, go for it while I'm sitting chatting around, waiting. Oh God, it's foggy. The only problem with vaping, although I'd rather vape than smoke cigarettes. That's for sure. Blow the smoke out of the way. I've done my working day, started at 4. Yeah, you start. You guys, I got so much respect for everybody having to do what they have to do. I hope one day it changes. How was Berlin? How did you meet Camel Fire? Okay, we'll talk about Berlin first and my whole fire, Derek, because Camel might be popping on. I don't know. Where'd the babies come from? I have no idea. Oh, but I'm pleased they come along. They come along from a stalk, don't they? Right, how was Berlin? Berlin was amazing, dude. I was talking about this, I think, the other day, and I wasn't going to go. I think I documented that quite well last year. And then for some reason I changed my mind, decided to go, not for the full amount of time, just I went to go out, flew out Wednesday, was there Thursday, come back Friday. It was cool, the show was cool, not a lot different to last year. But the big difference for me personally was I met 13, 14 other people, and that interaction was amazing. It really made the trip for me. Obviously, I've met Kobe before, but I haven't met anyone else. And it was a real damn pleasure to meet everyone. Everyone was lovely. Everyone was kind, considerate. There was no animosity anywhere. Everyone put themselves out to say hello. Mind you, I did too. Yeah, it was amazing to see why. And when I got back, obviously I did this behind the scenes video, and I did a post on my Creative Precious Metals channel, and I've suggested, and 365 sent me a Kermit thing on Discord and said, do it in a proper Sif way, do it. I want to put a hood up and go, do it. Me and my son do it with each other and go, do it. Yeah, I'm going to try and hopefully organise maybe a get-together in the UK, so it's a little bit easier, because there's a lot of things around that, a lot of nuance around that, how we do it. But seeing how successful, obviously if people want to meet, but seeing how successful that was, it'd be nice to do something in the UK which is a little bit more accessible and maybe cost effective for some people. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, Berlin was amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it was just really cool. And being able to, being able to just meet people was, being an old fart I am, I love that physical interaction with people. So prefer it, which is why I'm trying to do this virtual thing as well. But yeah, it just opens up another channel for the Discord group, for the members, for my members, for anybody really, to be honest. Getting together is socially good for humanity. That's for sure. Derek, you said, how did I make Camel Finance? Now, Camel Finance was interesting. When I started my investment journey 3 years ago, Camel had probably posted about his first video on his YouTube channel about a month, I want to say, after I started getting involved in investing. And I have never hidden that. I'm a Bitcoin fanatic. Love it. But I'm not a fanatic. I've just done a lot of research on it. And I believe in what it is, as well as all the other things that most people know that I do. So yeah, and so I was one of his early followers. I think I was one of the first 300 maybe. And somehow we just clicked, and we ended up now we're fairly good friends-ish. Virtual friends-ish. We talk outside of this setup, and yeah, it's nice. Another person that I've met in my life that it's really cool. I know I knock a lot of it. I used to knock all this years ago. Didn't like it. Used to knock my son for doing it, but to educate myself and be a part of it, and then you find out new things, and you find out that ain't that bad. It really isn't that bad. It's cool. It's good to talk anyway. So that's how I've never met him physically. That's how I got introduced into Camel Finance, and I've followed him ever since. Learned so much from his channel. Not a trader, but the information just by following him for the last 3 years, I think. Not just him, loads of other people. I just related to the message he was putting across. It made sense. So yeah, it's good. It's good. We've done the where the babies come from. Would you like to explain more about what you mean? Definitely. Anyone else asking any votes said yes, they did. We'll have to drop in session next week, mate. I have another drop-in session. We have another drop-in session. There's a drop-in session every week for members on this type of setup. I like to really do it with members more than anything, because obviously they're paying for the privilege. Although it's not a lot of money to be a member of the channel. It's less than £2 a month, which is mad. But I always like to give them priority if they want to come on, and every now and then I would just open it up, like I've done tonight, to anybody, just so if anyone's really thinking about wanting to pop on, they can do. And like last week, I think it was a young guy from Norway, I think it was. He was saying towards the end he felt really comfortable, and he was really pleased he did it. So unless we open up the channel for people to do it, then they can't experience it. And as I said, like, if you show yourself, you show yourself. Most people don't, which is fine. Just me, the idiot, does. But it's good. But so this type of thing, we'll open it up to absolutely anybody. If any subscribers want to jump on, they can, and just experience it and see if they like it, or whatever. We have another drop-in session next week, mate. That answers that. I'll see you then. Definitely. That's nice. Thanks, Derek. How amazing would it be if Ollie popped on tonight? Ollie. It would be. Amazing if anyone pops on. I'm always amazed. Ollie just made my day being in the chat. That's so cool. Absolutely so cool. It really is. You've done a good job, Ollie, there. This system seems to work perfectly. So, okay. I've got a question for you guys that are watching. what do you think would be a game changer in this type of setup? Or do you think that it's uniquely unique and there's no need to change anything? I'm probably being impatient there because it's early days, and it's quite successful as it is. Is there any little things that you'd like to see? Let me know. If not, ask away. Ask me some. I've got to kill some time somehow. Got to kill some time, which I really appreciate it. 365, what are you on, dude? What a nice thing you did for BBA. I don't particularly want to turn this into a stack of social thing, but as you're in, it's cool. That was really cool, mate, to have a stack of social member, Josh. Oh God, sorry, mate. McDonald bullying. Thank you for joining. That's really cool. Love it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, 365. That was amazing, mate. I'm loving what you're doing over there. BBA. Don't particularly know him too well, other than probably one of the most supportive subscribers that I've met, members of the Discord group. He's always there, always. And you know, he's said about his personal position in life, and you know, on a few occasions before, and I just absolutely have so much admiration. And here he is. He's quietly lurking. What's BBA doing? What I normally do, lurk around in the background. Yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks, mate. BBA. Dude, when I was watching, I was really tired last night. I was almost falling asleep watching, but I was watching it and I was thinking, oh, what a really nice thing to do. Whilst Sire was talking, I was just sitting there and thinking, who the hell could do it? And I just thought, BBA, God, please, BBA, please, BBA. And yeah, brilliant. So, congratulations, dude. Well deserved. You support my channel. You both my channels 100%. And from what I've ever observed of you, you support everybody. You always say good morning whenever I post. It's so cool. So cool. So well done, dude. Well done indeed. Hive-hearted. 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 I love that. I can't stop saying hive-hearted quickly. 3 times, was it? So funny. Hive-hearted. UK meetup sounds a great lot. It would be, dude. It's interesting, really, because where and when, I think it'd be really cool. Maybe halfway, maybe late summer, late summertime when the weather's nice. You know, because that's 6 months in between Berlin, if people want to go to Berlin, and then 6 months later somewhere in the UK. And I think probably I need to talk to 365, unless he's just happy for me to just go ahead and sort something. Perhaps you can tell me, mate. Probably in the middle, in the Midlands somewhere. Seems like a first good place to go for. Uniquely in the middle of the country. Work out maybe somewhere that is reasonable cost, somewhere where we can get together, privately. Yeah. Oxford, yeah, dude. I'm just down the road from where I am. That'll be fine. So there's a couple of little things at the back of my mind, obviously, and that's I got a bit carried away when I was thinking about it. I thought it'd really be cool. People could take their stuff, show their coins and whatever. But then I thought, oh no, there's a bit of a security risk there. You never know who's listening, who's watching, who's going to turn up. So, but I think just the social thing, a few drinks, chat, maybe something to eat. I'm going to have to dig around and see what the costings are. Okay, dude, I will do that, and maybe watch Creative Precious Metals Whiskey Wednesday, and I'll start talking about it then. Maybe we could just see how it goes. I'm not going to push myself overly, but then maybe we can direct something through the Discord group, so Stacker Social, maybe 365. See what you think. I'll have a chat with you on email. See what the best way of doing it is. But it sounds like a really, really cool idea. Just as a social thing, Stacker Social. It's got social in it. See what's there. As long as there's an airport there, yeah. This is what I like about what I'm doing with this. There's no reason that even we could do a virtual, at some point during the year. If this works, and there's no reason why we can't do a virtual one as well. It's all about community and all about communication and all about building relationships up, I believe, personally. Might be wrong, I don't know. But a bit old school. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. It'd be good fun. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? A European go abroad in the sunshine. How lovely. Yeah, it'd be good. It's exciting. Ooh. No one's turned up yet. You'll see them because they'll just pop up on the screen. But we'll see. This is cool anyway. It's really cool, and it's good for me to get used to doing chat and looking at myself. Although it might be a bit difficult when someone drops on, if they drop on. Anyway, let's have a read through. Right. Days. I can take full credit for that speech. Yeah, he did a lovely speech actually. Yeah, so I did the whole speech by himself. Yeah, he's a good man. I had how do people join? How do people join what? Join this? Is that what you're asking, 365? I normally put a link. There won't be a link in the description. There will be afterwards when I sort out the description in this video. I normally put a link in for members to join if they want to join. You do enough anyway, dude. Blimey. I was going to say, yeah, sigh, man. Yeah, there's a link in can't see a link. It's not in the description of this video yet, but it will be in all the others, because I actually found out that there was a way of automatically putting it in the others, so there should be a link in there. Don't forget you're playing around with an old man, and I haven't quite got my head around it all, but I'm sure McDonald Bullion found it. Anyway, let's go back to Sai. Sai's a member of the channel, and he hasn't been on yet, but it was really interesting with Sai because I was twiddling my thumbs on Friday morning. Wizzy Wizard. Join member first, then go to community tab. Wizzy Wizard. I want to say hello to Wizzy Wizard because Wizzy Wizard has been following this channel for ages. Followed my Creative Precious Metals, Whiskey Wednesdays. Whenever I was talking to Camel, he follows Camel. Hi Wizzy, how you doing, mate? Thank you for popping on. It's really cool. it's so nice. It's so lovely to see people around that have been around forever, or it seems like it, and they've hung around and they're very so supportive. Always comments. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Since the start, mate. Yeah, you have been around right from the start, for sure. It's it's a real pleasure to have you on. Thank you, bud. Maybe one day you'll pop on. We can talk to you direct. Getting back to site, yeah, man. On the Friday when I was in Berlin, my flight was quite late in the afternoon, and same initials as Whiskey Wednesday, WW. Yeah, didn't think of that. It was a late afternoon flight, so I thought, oh God, what am I going to do? I had some breakfast, got myself ready, and I was vaping outside, watching people go by because I love people watching just to kill time. Really enjoy it. A bit cold, but I was wrapped up, and I was sitting there and I'm thinking, oh, should I get a cab and just go and sit in the airport, buy a bit of duty free, take your bag for the wifey and the kiddies. Kiddies are all grown up. And thanks, McDonald Bullion, I appreciate that. And we just at that moment, I think they tapped me on the shoulder. I turned round and there was Si. And we sat outside and we ended up talking and talking and talking and talking. And in the end I said, Si, do you fancy a coffee? So we went in, had a coffee, and we ended up talking and talking. And I had sounds a bit weird, when I was talking about Ollie earlier on, Si's another person I've met personally and had a interactive conversation with him at a level that was absolutely beautiful to do with another gentleman. And that had a profound effect on me at that time. Sounds weird. I'm happily married, as you can see. It was nothing like that at all. But yeah, we had a wonderful conversation, and that had a lovely effect on me. So much so, I didn't realise what the bloody time was, and I think it was getting near 1:30, and my flight was at, can't remember, 3 o'clock maybe? 3:30. Normally I'm very routine. I like to be at the airport 2 hours beforehand. So, oh shit, I need to get going. So I said, mate, I've got to go. And it's the first time that I actually panicked, thinking I ain't going to get out of Berlin on time. I've got to go through security, all this sort of stuff. I'm going to miss my flight. My wife's going to go mad. She's going to think something's up. But anyway, we managed to get to the airport. The airport was relatively quiet. Fortunate enough, I'd paid for a ticket that allowed me to fast track through security, which was pretty cool. And got to the desk. Unfortunately, didn't have time to look around at duty free. Got to the checkout gate just before they opened. So it was cool. But getting back to Sire, whoa. Yeah, what a man. Oh, that sounds so weird, doesn't it, for me to say that? But you all know what I mean. Don't laugh, everybody. Yeah, good man. So it doesn't surprise me. He's well pro. I love his channel. He's very humble in the way he says about his channel. But he's a member here, so any members can look him up quite easily and find him on YouTube. Yeah, he's a great guy. Absolutely great guy. Great community. 365, you've got some bloody good people working around you, which is fantastic. No wonder it's becoming successful. And long may that continue. Any more questions? Any more? Got anything to say? Like always, I don't want to ramble on about too much, just in case someone joins the conversation. No, I can't ignore them, obviously. We'll see. Where's Camel? Ah, you'd never know. McDonald Bullion. Stacking announce a week. Really cool. Okay, we'll answer Where's Camel. Where's Camel? Have no idea. Well, I do know actually, but he said if he's home in time, he's going to pop on around 8ish. So yeah, it could be fireworks, which is cool. So he might come on. McDonald Bullion, Bitcoin or Ethereum? Bitcoin every time. That's for sure. I've not going to go too deep on my feelings about it, but I did buy Ethereum a long time ago. Didn't know any better. Didn't understand any of it. Impulse stuff, like we probably all do if we get into crypto or whatever. But yeah, thankfully, for my own personal reasons, I got out of it rather quickly. Didn't really like what it stood for. I do like decentralized technologies, if that's possible. We all know the story with that if we've done our research, and yeah, it may do something. I'm not sure. There's always hints of it, but I'm really not sure that Ethereum's gonna, Solana's giving it a good attack, really. When you look at what Solana's doing, but who knows? You don't know in this space. Something else might come along and outclip it all. So, but yeah, Bitcoin for me. Once you do the research, the amount of bloody research I've done into it, I'm not saying that's right or wrong or any advice whatsoever. But for me personally, and my youngest boy is the same. Bitcoin all the way. Who knows? We'll see. See what happens. Are you still stacking an ounce a week? 365. I'm going to talk about that more on Whiskey Wednesday, coming up on Creative Precious Metals on Wednesday. But very briefly, no. My whole strategy changed 2 months ago. Probably may have spoke about it, but yeah, me and my son decided to do something totally different around that. So yes, for the journey changes, and yeah, it's interesting. I've got some interesting thought processes on that I'm very, very, very interesting, and I'll share them for sure. So yeah, it's great. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. My son's portfolio is doing very well, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Wizzy, keep rambling, mate. That's what we're here for. So thank you so much. This is a great idea actually, but I'm not sure whether it'll put anyone, because I put it live in the post, community post. I'm not sure whether people will come on or not, because there's something about doing a live that I don't know, might be a bit of an off put. So we'll see anyway. But thank you. Yeah, 365 knows what I was going to say there. Is this where all the call? Stephen, hello mate, how you doing? Thanks for popping by. Everyone's helping me ramble away, hoping that someone's going to pop on and then we can chat and get into our normal virtual down the pub thing. This is really cool though. It's absolutely brilliant. The cool kids are hanging out here for sure. 365, 3 S's for the E's. 3 S's for the freeze. Freeze for the. Sorry. See, this is what takes me so long to work out all this stuff. Really, I get it now. Yeah, freeze for the ease. Really cool. GTG, had a good time. See you all again. Thank you. Got to go. Cheers, Hive-Hearted. Thank you very much for popping in and helping me pass the time. I'll look out for you more, mate. I enjoyed the Stacker Social setup. I'm sure you will. Come and say hi, and over on Creative Precious Metals as well. But yeah, enjoy yourself, dude. And yeah, look forward to hearing your journey as you're going along, which is really cool. Wizzy Wizard BTC only. I'm going to start, actually, while we're talking about BTC. It's I will hopefully, I think it's Wednesday the 19th, will be the first virtual down the pub chat, BTC only, Bitcoin only, and I know Camel's joining me on that one. He's put it in his diary, but I'll remind him. So yeah, what I'd like to do with that is really try to get a Bitcoin chat, virtual chat going for people in the UK. It doesn't seem to be talked about. There are meetups, but there's many people like all over the country, and it's very difficult for some people to get to. So I'm going to try and encourage that. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. Just putting the kids to bed. Be right back. Thanks, 365. Right, James. Hello, James. Another member. Thank you very much. Now, you've put Cubic gives me early BTC vibes. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I wanted to pick up a bit of gold. My bunny dear out here says the price is too high and I should wait, but I'm worried the price will go even higher and I'll end up paying more. Thoughts? That's an interesting one, CY. It's the old fear of missing out thing, isn't it? I had twice so hard. I know a lot of people will turn around and say there's never a bad time to buy gold. I think I did a video once that I think it was the 3 whys, and whenever you invest in, you've got to go why do I want to? I can't. Oh God, I'm really trying to remember what they were. It was something like why was just the question. Why do I? And then it was why do I want to? And why a certain investment strategy. Something along those lines. So you've always got to ask yourself why. And for me, yeah, we can go through all the dialogue out there. Central banks are buying it up. What's going on? I noticed a post in Stacker Social today. Someone put in about the Polish central bank is not entertaining anything to do with crypto, Bitcoin, all that sort of stuff. Da-di-da-di-da. I heard it all before. But they are concentrating on US dollars because it's stable. Has US dollar stable? God, euros, and they are doubling down on gold. Now, if you do your research, there are a lot of central banks around the world. They're buying up gold, and what you've got to do is ask yourself why, and then sort of go down a rabbit hole of learning about what's going on, and then that may help you make that decision. But it's a long. I don't, if Camel was on, he'd give you a greater explanation. But it's a long personal journey to work out. Don't I? Is it worth just buying a bit of fractional gold at a lower cost? Probably. But then none of us know. Absolutely none of us know. So it's a real hard decision that we all have to take on board and work out a strategy of what we're trying to achieve. And I know I bang on about it all the time, especially on my old channel. You've got to do some research. For me personally, you can't go wrong. If For me, I would ask the question, what do I want out of it? You know, if I'm going to buy a piece of gold every month or every 2 months, every week, whatever, you know, every 6 months, what do I want to get from that investment? If you want to call it investment, do you just want to protect yourself against so-called inflation? Do you think you're going to make some money? You've got to ask all those questions yourself, and do a bit of research, and then do what you need to do, really, more than anything. But me personally, if your strategy is to protect some money, not really going to go too far wrong. Will you get volatility? Probably. Are you in charge of that volatility? No. Then the next question is, who is in charge of that volatility? Well, you can make an educated guess and then try and work out whether they're going to make that value go up or down. Sounds easy, but that's the way I look at all of my investments. Truly, that's for sure. Cheers 365. Cheers, mate, for coming on. I really appreciate it, dude. Enjoy your film, whatever you're going to watch, which would be good. See why Stephen's definitely got some gold for sale. Not sure how much he's got left, but he's been selling quite a bit recently. And I need to take a nap. Yeah, I'm knackered, dude. I've had one hell of a weekend. But no, I like this. You know, it keeps me going, keeps me upbeat. I appreciate everyone in the live chat, which is really cool. Probably be doing these a little bit more often. Might do the Whiskey Wednesdays live, actually. Although that's a little bit difficult because my live setup is not in my studio, so might have to do it on my phone. I'll see how we go with that. What else is going on? Anything else going on? Helps if I turn my mic on, doesn't it? So, if I ask the question in the people that are in the chat, does anyone else invest in crypto at all? Or Bitcoin? Don't like calling Bitcoin crypto, although it is, in a way. Anyone else? Anyone else? Ethereum, XRP army in here? Any XRPers? Seems to be a strongish community out there. Seems to be. Not sure whether it is or not, but it seems to be. Pardon me. Yeah. Derek. Yeah. Yee. Yeah. Derek, what are you into? Me? I'm not going to mock you or anything. Don't worry. If anything, I need to be mocked because I know nothing. Kevin Stone. I have almost all my money in crypto. Cool, Kevin. What sort of crypto do you, if you want to say, you don't have to. Just curious. Help me pass the time away. Only BTC. That's cool. That's cool. But I know a lot of people in this space get absolutely. Yeah, Derek. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Lots of people get very critical. It almost seems like all of these different investment processes almost seem very cultish sometimes, and it becomes like a bit of a community war. I've seen it with the gold community. I've seen it with the Bitcoin community battling each other and saying this is better than that, that's better than this. It's just like, whoa, what are you going on about, guys? Help each other out. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm with you, Derek. That's interesting. Yeah, yeah, all kinds of there. There's some definite winners. There's some definite losers. I haven't really dabbled in them too much. And Kevin said, my largest holdings are Doge. That'd be interesting to see what happens with Doge. I don't know too much about them, really, because I haven't done the sort of research in any of this stuff. Other than Solana, I've probably done Solana a bit. But no, I haven't done too much research in all the others. My bad, should do. So I'm not going to comment on them too much. But it's interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Doge. It's a weird one, Doge. I don't know how it come about. I think a lot of people associate it with, is it Elon Musk? I don't know. I don't know whether it's got a use case or not, or whether it possibly could have a use case or not. I have no idea. Farcoin, I have no idea, mate. It's mad. Farcoin, interesting though. Interesting what we all do. And then we've got Shib. Is that Shinuibo? Is it Ondo and ACH? Which I don't know. I haven't heard of those ones, to be honest. I sold a lot of Solana to buy coins that were lagging, but I made about 20k. Yeah, Solana, you could, if you got in early enough, if you was lucky enough, it's getting around that $8 mark, $10 mark. Yeah, it's serious. You're seriously in a good position. But what I like about Solana, not that I'm a great fan, but when you do the deep dive on its use case, albeit it's centralized, we all hate centralized, what I do anyway, it does have maybe like layer 2, layer 3 sort of positions as a use case. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where that goes. But I don't know, perhaps Kevin can explain maybe what Ondo and ACH are. Not too much, but yeah, there's so many out there. There's millions and millions now. Trump coin. God, what went on there? The bloody Trump coin. It's weird. So I think the gold Stephen has for sale is a bit out of my budget. I'm thinking along the lines of 1/10 ounce or half of inch peasants coin. Dude, they're not peasants coins, but I guess I know what you mean. Oh, mate, you can't go wrong, can you? Really, gold's gold. It's like silver. They're the three main things that I have really sort of become attached to in my personal investment. Gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Albeit I do invest in other things, but yeah, you can't go wrong, really. You can't go wrong. I shall talk about more on my other channel, which is good. But yeah, Kevin, well done, dude. If that's what you did, well played you. Unfortunately, I'm not sure about the tax implications on that. You have to be so careful in this country. They have you one way or the other. And that's one bit of advice I can say. Just be very careful what you're doing, what you're buying and selling. And if you are fortunate enough to make quite a bit of money, I've been there, make sure you pay your taxes, because they ain't freaking stupid. They're really not, and they've got their finger on the pulse in the UK with KYC on everything that's going on. So just be very, very careful what you're doing. Very careful. There you go, Stephen. He has 1/10 ounce for sale. Have to do a bit of bartering with him, which you won't be able to barter with him. Fair play. He doesn't make really reasonable prices anyway, so I'm sure he'll be able to sort you out. He's sorted out. I've been a great customer of Stevens. He's helped me out a lot for my career of investing. So that's really cool. So do we reckon everyone's going to come on? Or is this going to be a lost leader? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Just see if anyone's posted anything. No messages. No. Cool. It kind of works though. Definitely. Any other questions? Anything else you want me to talk about? Feel free to ask. Let me pass this time, man. Let me pass this time. What do you all think about what's going on in the finance world or in the political world? Especially in the UK. Anyone follow it? Be interesting to know what you think. It's a bit of a shit show, really, all of it. But it is what it is. One thing I will be doing, though, while we're just passing time, is apparently we get our first payment from YouTube between the 21st and the 26th this month. So I'm looking forward to whatever that's going to be, because I don't quite understand all the stuff when you look on your channel. But apparently it says you'll be expecting a payment. So that'd be really cool. I'll document that. We're going to buy Bitcoin with it. That will be interesting. Kevin Stone, are you Camel Finance? No, I'm not Camel Finance. My God. He speaks a lot better than me. He's a lot younger than me, and he knows a lot more about stuff than I do. I'm not Camel Finance for sure. Really not. Sorry, Kevin. Just disappointed you. And he's probably a lot better looking than me as well. Hey ho. Derek, what's happening in the UK? Well, what is again? It it's oh god, man. It's really interesting because this is an interesting thing for me to talk about. I was always really interested before I get into this. What I'm doing over the last 4 or 5 years, I was always interested in listening to political shows. Always thought there was something wrong somewhere down the line for years and years and years and years. But now it's to, I think I was talking about it the other week on the virtual chat. You probably would have done, Kevin. Yeah, he's we quite often do stuff on and off together. He might be on in a minute. Who knows? Might have to remind him in a minute. But he said he might pop on. But yeah, getting back to the UK and politics. Now I just find it, with social media exploding, the trust level of government going, and I think that's happening across the board, and that's probably since flu season of 2020. I think a lot of trust in all of our so-called people of responsibility running a country. We've all lost that trust. So it's sort of awakened a whole... hi, Gordy. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. It's sort of... made us all very distrustful of what we listen to. Hopefully you don't distrust me. Maybe you do. But it's difficult, really, because I've been trying to, on my investment journey, obviously it's very, you've got to sort of know global political movements and whatever, but it's so difficult to do nowadays because so many people have got an opinion. So many people say this is right, this is wrong. This is what's going on. Christopher, cheers from Sweden. Cheers, dude. should have had a drink, shouldn't I? Thank you for popping in. Yeah, it's really difficult for us all, and it's very tribal. It's the woke, the left versus the right. People talk about far left, far right, centre. It's all got jolly confusing, I think. But for me, the real political vibe is when I'm going out and about talking to people, my customers, and it's very evident that everyone's peed off with the shit show that they're hearing, especially through mainstream media. But also, I can say that about certain social media too. And we've got to be very careful that it doesn't go from one extreme to the other when we're trying to go out and look for opinions to make up our mind what we want to do in our countries. I'm a sort of a bit of a firm believer in, probably what's important is your local community more than anything, because that's where you live and your day-to-day living experience is probably, that's where the importance of it all is. And maybe we may return to something like that set up in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But it seems a big shit show, and it's so difficult to understand what's going on. It really is. There's a lot of people putting a lot of hope that we're gonna have better lives, and if it. I know a lot of people are banging on about, hoping that Trump's going to change everything and have an influence on everyone else. I don't know. It's hard. It's a real hard one. A real difficult one. Yeah, it's an interesting time. As Cameron would say, fascinating time to be alive. For sure. Stephen. Yeah, if Stephen was on, he'd give you his opinion of what he thinks, that's for sure. NGMD, for the youngsters, you are starting to understand why Labour never got into power regularly. Tories are bad, but sweet Jesus, Labour are the bottom of the barrel. And sixth form politics. Yeah, for sure, dude. NGMD, can I just say, it was really nice to meet you. I didn't get a lot of time to have a chat with you over in Berlin. You was being very kind and looking after other people while you was there. But yeah, it'd be nice next time, hopefully, if we ever meet up and we can have a chat, which would be good. Definitely a gentleman, another gentleman, which was really cool. But yeah, you're right. It's all a shit show. It really is an absolute shit show. What the hell's going to happen? I have no idea. But something needs to happen. For me personally as well, it's what's going on in the background and who's pulling the strings. I'm sure that most of these governmental positions are just people that are there to be the front person for an agenda that's far deeper and far behind the back doors and smoky rooms. I know a lot of people say, it's a conspiracy, but fuck me, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And if that was me, that's what I would do personally to protect whatever. So, yeah, it's interesting. Absolutely interesting, for sure. We'll see. Well, it looks like we're stuck with this lot. But there's a lot of kickback. And I think it will take a lot of... What words am I trying to think about? It'll take a lot of generational get-together to make any major changes. And whether that's a possibility, I don't know. I really don't know. All we can do is look after ourselves and our families and each other in our communities that we're building virtually, locally, and then we'll see where it goes. Strength begins at home, that's for sure. Kevin's put, Elon Musk is turning up huge fraud in our government spending, and people are mad at him. I just can't understand. Yeah, this is what I mean, mate. It's, who are the people that are mad at him? Why are they mad at him? And why is Elon doing it? They're the questions you have to ask yourself. And is it anything that I know I've spoken about the way I see life sometimes, and I've set it out on my old channel. Always had a chessboard out, sitting on top of a Monopoly board, and it kind of made sense to me when I was talking about it once on a Whiskey Wednesday rant. And I was saying, like, most of us are just stuck on that Monopoly board, trying to survive, doing what we can do under the circumstances that we find ourselves in. And, we're in observation of this chessboard, this game of chess going on with whoever. And, is Elon part of that chessboard? Is the people that are mad at him part of that chessboard? Are they just pawns on the chessboard? Are they the kings, the queens, the players, the noblemen, the noble pieces at the back, always standing behind the peasants? The people that do the dirty work for them. It's interesting, but I get myself caught up thinking about it a little bit, and then I have to remind myself I'm not playing on that chessboard. I can observe it and try and position myself on that Monopoly board to observe it all, but yeah, it's a game that's played out for centuries and centuries and centuries, but in a very different, more technical, forward way compared to back in the medieval days. But the principle was the same. The noblemen had their peasants doing their work, always fed them, kept them on that line so they didn't revolt. And that's just happened for years and years and years. I just want to say hi to Sai. You've dropped in. Good evening, mate. Come jump on. I'm on my own. No one's come. I think the live has scared them all off. Or it's just one of those nights. But I've been very, very thankful for everybody that's jumped in the live, because like we was talking about, it's given me some dialogue, and it's made the first hour and a quarter pass really quickly, and it's really interesting. Kind of interesting to talk to someone though. Really good, brilliant what you did last night as well, Si. It was amazing. I was talking to 365. He was in here a little while ago, and BBA as well, and amazing. Amazing in living room, pretending to watch TV with earpods on. What are you watching? What's interesting to watch on a Sunday evening? Strictly, is that on a Sunday or is that Saturday? I have no idea. No idea. Must be some sort of period. You're welcome, dude. Period drama. But yeah, Kevin, I don't know. I don't understand it, mate. I try to logically get my head around it, and it just confuses. Traitors USA. No idea what that is. Sounds interesting, though. And BBA still here listening, which is cool. BBA, the member of 365. The Super Bowl is today. Yes, Kevin, my eldest boy. He has gone, and every year they rent out a house. He lives in Essex, but he rents out a house with all his mates. There's 13 of them, and they go there and watch the Super Bowl live all night. And he has a good time. Hey, him who watched any rugby enthusiasts here? Did anyone see the England game yesterday? I used to watch a lot of rugby. My son used to play a hell of a lot, my oldest boy, and got right into it for years and years and years and years, and then probably let that drift. And I was speaking to my son yesterday, and he was watching the game, and I managed to watch the highlights, and what a game. The England-France game. What a game. Brilliant. full on, exciting. England were the underdogs apparently, and they pulled it off. So bless them. That's a mad game. That game, for God's sake, man. Absolute nutters. But yeah, it was exciting. So yeah, well done England for sure. Not a footy boy. Stephen won't like me for that because he's a football fanatic. I used to be once upon a time a bit of a West Ham boy back in the day, but not anymore. Not anymore. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. We'll try it again, the live thing, but it might put people off. Possibly. But I really appreciate everyone popping in and keeping me company. That's really cool. Any other questions? Any other questions? Si, when you're coming on, dude? When are we going to have that chat? God, I look like I've got sunburn. That's really weird. The lighting. I get a lot of reflection off the... yeah, I get a lot of reflection off the screens. And it always, like, makes me look... Kevin. Well, that's a fascinating... I love those sort of questions because it really makes me think. I'll give you my take. Kevin says, what's the key to happiness in life? I'm literally in bed by 8:30 on Sunday for a very early morning. Yeah, mate, I can imagine. I can imagine, dude. I know what you do, so bless you. I know it'll happen. We'll make something happen one day. But that'd be cool. Kevin, what's the key to happiness in life? Well, that's a very personal one, obviously. But how can I wrap that up in a short sentence? Think, Andy Pandy. Maybe be honest with yourself. Be realistic with yourself. Be true to yourself. And then automatically you will always find happiness for all the shit that you go through. But if you can be honest, true to yourself, then you'll end up being in a happy place for most of your life. Well, that's really difficult sometimes. But for me, I think one of the biggest lessons I've... Kevin A. Tommy Tank. What does that mean? No idea. For me, even when I've been through some pretty shitty period times in my life, and probably will continue to experience those every now and then, I've always adopted the attitude of trying not to blame others, but try to look inside of myself and learning from the experience and just being honest with myself. You know, there's been so many times where I've been a bitch, I've been a prick, I've been an idiot. I will continue to be a bitch, prick, and an idiot. But whenever I really sat down, let the emotions go, my mum always said to me, bless her, give yourself 24 hours, let the emotion go, and then reflect on what's happened. And that's easier said than done sometimes. It really is. But it's true. You know, give it 24 hours, reflect on what's happened, and then look inside yourself and be honest. And 9 times out of 10, it's just like, Andy, what'd you do that for? Why did you do that? You know, was it worth it? Was it really worth it? You know, whatever the circumstances in. So I've kind of sort of adopted that sort of setup in my life. Later on in my life, it took me a long time to learn that one. And I've been a lot more contented. They're just words, really. And we can all use those words in many different ways. But yeah, that always helps. It's helped me anyway, personally. And my kiddies seem to think that it seems to work. So that's where I find the key to happiness is always you. It's never anyone else. If you need anyone else in your life to be happy, then you need to dig in and find out why. Because you need to make yourself happy. That's for sure. So hopefully that answers that in a roundabout way. We can have a deep philosophical conversation about it one day, maybe. Don't know. It's tough. It's hard. Life's hard. Wisdom. Yeah. But thank you anyway. But it's can't argue it after time. And if you're arguing it, you're not over the emotion. Get over the emotion and then really sit and think about it. The argument goes away and you move on. You move on. That's for sure. But I have to tell myself that sometimes. For sure. That's the beauty of it all. Beauty of 5 more minutes. Come on. A couple of more questions. And then I'm going to call it a day. I can't thank you all enough. Because you're obviously all doing stuff. This is the beauty of all this, You can listen, be watching something else. You can join in, don't join in. What a great thing to do. Absolutely great. And I'll plug, if you want to be a member, please join. You can find all the details on my channel. As a rule, you always get priority. You always see all these videos, obviously not the lives. You always see all the videos before anyone else. And it's a tremendous help for me. I'm not sure how all this monetized thing works. I can't even monetize some of my videos because it just keeps saying I can't monetize. I don't know. Don't understand it, but I will do it in time. But that little bit of money, it all helps. And as I said, that will be put in, and we'll put it into an investment and hopefully let it grow and try and come up with great ideas for the members going forward and for the channel to grow. So that's cool. If you are interested in gold and silver, then that'll be my primarily my focus when I relaunch my old channel, Creative Precious Metals, Whiskey Wednesday, almost every Wednesday. Looking forward to that. Spend a bit on Bitcoin and have a really great time in Berlin next January. Yeah, mate, I will do. I will do, dude. That's for sure. That's for sure, Si. Looking forward to it a lot. Sorry, what am I trying? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna really go down a very different. Now I've got the two channels. This one allows me to be a little bit more expressive and a little bit ranty if I want to be ranty. But my other channel is now going to allow me just to really concentrate on my passion in the creative side of what I really enjoy in precious metals, gold and silver. So I'm going to reinstigate that. So if you like that sort of thing, head on over, Creative Precious Metals. I'll put the link, all the links will be in the descriptions, and if you're a regular listener to this one, you'll find out about the other one, and if you're a regular listener to the other one, you'll find out about this one. Always give Stackers Social out a bit of a plug as well. I think quite a few people that have joined tonight or been in tonight know about it anyway, which is really cool. Ollie, the guy that actually sold me this, if you're still there, dude, I don't blame you if you've gone now because it's boring listening to an old man, and you're a young guy. But if you are still there, thank you for popping in, mate. That made my night. He was the young lad that helped me with all of this equipment here. So yeah, that made my night as well. But yeah, Stacker Social, I'll give him a plug. As always, I'm going to get even more involved, hopefully, with Stacker Social. It's always been in the background in my journey, so yeah, I'm ready to get a little bit more involved with that. You'll see me around there. We can be a bit creative on there. They've got all sorts of things where I can be creative on there. So I look forward to that part of the journey as well. Anything else? Don't know. Does anyone want to say anything else before I call it an evening? Yay, nay. Maybe. What else can I say? Oh, yeah, just one last plug. If you're into your Bitcoin, then No Way site, I'll always, as that says, always and forever on there, I'll always plug what's good in life. That's not a problem at all. One last plug. On the 19th of this month will be the very first proper virtual down the pub Bitcoin meetup type thing, which primarily I think Carol, I know Camel, as long as you members, is going to join me on that one. Hopefully we'll get some people in, and it's going to be Bitcoin only, because that's a big passion of mine. I don't really get to talk about it too much, but I want to really try and encourage people that would like to learn to come on and learn and listen, and get people on as well that that have a lot of knowledge in it, just so they can talk about Bitcoin and what's going on within the Bitcoin space. Because I think in the UK, there's probably lots of people out there that are interested in it, but there's nowhere to get together. Really? Not in a virtual way. So yeah, we're going to set that off. That's on the 19th. But watch out for the posts on my channel. Thank you all so much for keeping me company. Really enjoyed that. We'll see if the lives work. Maybe it's put people off. I'm really not sure. We might try it one more time next Sunday. I'll try and get a bit of feedback from the members and see if they're sort of comfortable with it or not. If not, then we go back to the way we did it, and then maybe once a month we just open it up as a live. But I've enjoyed it. That's really passed so much time. It's been lovely, and yeah, I guess I can finish early as well, which is cool. Thank you very much for all joining. Take good care of yourselves. Don't forget Whiskey Wednesday, Stacker Social. There's loads of stuff out there. Go out, enjoy yourself, look after yourself, take good care. See you all soon. See you later. Bye.